Hi, welcome back for another episode of Plant Mommying. I have been trying to document my efforts at taking care of some new plants that I got, and I am in the process of transitioning plants from soil-based to Leca-based. I'm trying this method of semi-hydroponics where plants are not going to grow in soil, but they're going to grow in leca balls, and their roots are going to be sort of exposed to nutrient water, and hopefully that will allow the plants to grow and to thrive and to make my plant mommy journey as successful as possible. So today we are going to be transitioning one of my plants here, my bamboo plant that has been soaking in water. I'm going to be transitioning that into leca, and really there's multiple ways to do this, but really what I'm going to do is, which is kind of the simplest way, is I'm just going to eliminate this water, and I am just going to replace it with leca balls and put in the nutrient water that the leca balls have been soaking in. So I have tried to document the process where I had these leca balls. I rinsed them for 3 days, let them soak in 3 days with water, and then I let them soak in this nutrient water, which is basically like Miracle Grow and root stimulator. And I've let these balls soak in the water for 3 days. This plant has been, Kramer, this plant has been soaking in this nutrient water for about a week, and it's been longer than that. This has actually been sitting in water for a couple of months, but just as I'm trying to prepare this for the transition to leca, I put nutrient water, Miracle Grow, and a growth stimulator, root growth stimulator. Put that in here, and I've been letting it sit, and now I'm going to transition to the leca balls. So actually, before we get started, I'm just going to introduce my plants, because this is my Seinfeld window. So I'm going to be naming my plants in an effort to I don't know, humanize them or make them more of an investment for myself. So these are my Seinfeld plants. This is Kramer. If you've watched Seinfeld, you kind of know what I'm talking about, but this is Kramer, and he's named this because of, like, look how tall he is. This is Jerry. This is Elaine. No, I'm sorry, this is George. This is Elaine. This is Frank Costanza. This is Larry, the co-creator of Seinfeld. And this is Newman, I think, right? Either way, they're my Seinfeld plants, and I am taking care of them, and I love them. I have transitioned Elaine to leca, and she's actually been doing really well. In a week, she's like thriving, and she is growing actually some petals, and I can't tell if it's the leca or if it's just that it's spring and that you know, there's growth happening. So yeah, my Seinfeld plants are doing well. This is also in leca. It's a succulent, but I don't know yet, you know, how we're gonna do here. This is still in soil. George is still in soil. So we're just gonna see what happens. But for Kramer today, we're gonna be transitioning him, and yeah, let's get started. Let's document. So first I'm gonna sort of take out this water. Rinse out here. And I'm trying to keep this very simple because I want to try to ensure that this process is a simple process for myself, and hopefully for you if you're trying to try it out. You know, I'm going to be the guinea pig, and hopefully you can see how difficult or not difficult it is to transition plants. Now again, I'm doing this with one of my plants, so I'm just trying to play it by ear here. Now, you can see here that the roots, there's some roots that are really good here. This actually looks like new growth. This one right here, you can see, this is old, these are old roots, but this is new growth. So just being in this nutrient water for a little bit of time seems to really be helping these plants. So now I'm gonna take my Leca here. Let's see, let's transition here. So you can see that I'm filling this up here about halfway, a third of the way, right? I'm gonna then place these roots in here. I'm going to fill up, try not to spill, Ed, Karen, try not to spill. Oop, lost a couple of balls there. Okay, I'm just pushing down these balls so that the roots get covered. Right? And again, this is just me trying to make this as easy as possible, because if it feels hard, then I don't know that I'm gonna be able to sustain doing this. I will also say that I am doing this in a glass jar for now, kind of doing this experiment. Things that I have seen thus far have not supported putting it in a glass jar, because I guess potential for mold and algae to you know, when the sun hits, there's potential for algae and mold to grow. So I'm just gonna keep an eye on this. It's just gonna be one of those things where I figure it out, I learn about it, and I try to you know, change and adapt as needed. So now I am going to just take a cup or a bucket that I have here, and I'm going to take some of the nutrient water that the Leca balls were soaked in, and I'm going to pour that nutrient water in here. All right? And it's okay, I'm gonna fill this up as much as possible. All right. Okay, now you can see that the water, I don't know if you can see, but I fill the water up to here so that it's covering the roots. And so the roots are gonna have access to this nutrient water as much as possible. And yeah, so that's about it. I know it feels very easy. It almost feels too easy, and maybe I kind of like that, but I'm gonna go with it. So Kramer, we're gonna check in. It is, and I'm gonna probably cut off some of these leaves because I guess I don't know what that is. Anybody know what that is? Why they're like that? I'm gonna trim those off, but for the most part, Kramer looks pretty good, and he's pretty hardy, and I don't know what to do about this. I mean, I love that he's very long, but I'm questioning, is this gonna grow any longer? So, any event, we've transitioned one of our plants. I'm showing you how to do that. We'll check in on Kramer like in a couple of days or in a week and see what's doing. And if it's not working, I am going to Google or YouTube or Adapt and see what I can do to fix this problem. So if you're thinking about trying this method out, I highly suggest it. Like I said, I've transitioned about 4 plants into the Leca, and so far so good. It's only been a couple of days, so we'll see what happens, but try it out. I will keep you posted. And if you have any suggestions or tips or things that you see that I'm doing that you're like, oh my God, like this is a hot mess, like, you know, let me know, send me a message or a comment, and I would be more than happy to take any suggestions or advice that you might have. So thank you for checking out this little video out there in the ether, and I hope you have a great day, and I will see you in my next video. Take care. Bye.